It's one of the most controversial trades in the country. Some called for its resumption. Others said don't revoke the suspension. But the government has come to a conclusion. Jamaica needs the scrap metal trade.
It is an important contributor to economic activity. It provides jobs, it earns foreign exchange, and clears the environment of derelict vehicles and other forms of scrap metal.
In 2006, foreign exchange earnings reached $100 million, with the scrap metal trade being a direct contributor. Reports also showed that the industry provided employment for more than 10,000 people, many from the lower socioeconomic group.
If we fail to reopen the scrap metal trade, what does it say about us as an administration in a country? That we cannot effectively design the appropriate systems to govern this well-needed industry.
In 2011, the previous administration suspended the scrap metal trade, and the comments were quick and varied. But from the reports of millions in loss due to theft and illegal activity, the ban came as no surprise. At the height of the trade, there was arrant disregard for public and personal infrastructure. Theft and vandalism were rampant. When the current administration took office in January 2012, the new minister was called on to resume the trade. Last December, Minister Hilton announced that in January the trade would be back in business. Now, the message is clear.
Our focus is on tightening regulation and enforcement.
The government consulted with stakeholders for months, including the police and business operators who may be negatively affected by its illegal activity. The final decision: under this new scrap metal regime, traders will have to abide by a number of stringent rules to keep their licenses. The scrap metal trade resumed on Monday, January 28, with the Factories Corporation of Jamaica at the helm, working in tandem with the Trade Board, the police, and the Jamaica Customs Department.
We have in place a system which is watertight and will facilitate the legitimate export of scrap metal.
The scrap metal sites approved and being operated by the FCJ are located at Elspeth Avenue off Hagley Park Road, the Riverton City Landfill, and a Clarendon site. The measures under the new scrap metal regime include licensing fees ranging from $500 to $10,000, depending on the size of the exporter. A license can be obtained from the Trade Board. All operators, except those who generate metal waste in their manufacturing operations, are required to post a $7 million bond with the FCJ. The intent is to apply a portion of the bond for compensation for victims of theft from the industry. A convicted exporter will pay a fine of up to $2 million and lose his or her license. There is a restriction on the export of irrigation pipe used in agricultural purposes, as well as railway lanes, copper, I-beams, manhole covers, and signposts. In addition to private traders, there's a collaborative effort with the National Security Ministry to get rid of derelict vehicles through the scrap metal trade. The move is expected to earn foreign exchange for the ministry and remove the possible health hazards. Unclaimed vehicles that are no longer a part of investigation matters will be handed over to the ministry.
In addition, their removal will reduce the unsightly congestion in the parking lot of several police stations island-wide and reduce the health hazard posed from vermin which use these scrap heaps as a breeding ground.
The government is adamant that the scrap metal industry is here to stay, and all efforts will be made to ensure sustainability of the industry.
We are confident that we have the right formula to make it a success. We are implementing a regulatory system that mirrors the best practices of other jurisdictions and that also has safeguards and controls specially designed for our own circumstances.
A review of the current scrap metal trade regulations will be done mid-2013. For more information on the local scrap metal trade and the imposed regulations governing the industry, click on the new website www.scrapalertjamaica.com.